We're 1 week into the college basketball season, but we're many weeks into the recruitment of Sinan Huan, 7 foot center, class of 2026, prolific shot blocker type with some skill to go with it. Down to three schools. Purdue, Ohio State, and Illinois are the final three. Reminder, Sinan also visited Northwestern and was starting to receive some interest from some non-Big Ten schools as well. But let's be real. This 7 footer was born for the Big Ten Conference. Car, one way or another, he belongs to ours. Purdue and Illinois are presumed to be the two still in contention. Haven't heard anything in terms of buzz on Ohio State, but I'm sure Jake Diebler is happy to be here. Per Joe Tipton on three, best in the business. Shout out to Joe. Purdue has been garnering the most buzz, but I wouldn't count out Illinois just yet. Now, this report comes with a timeline. It is rumored that Sinan could announce as early as the end of this week. So we expect that Sinan Huan is in decision mode, may have even made a decision. Maybe behind the scenes, there are even write ups already done on what his decision is. But as we sit here today, the rumored favorite is Purdue, with Illinois still lurking for a very talented 7 footer. Do you push back on any of this? Is this the way you are interpreting where the situation currently stands?
Yeah, I think so. And also like when you start taking other things into factor here, right? First of all, I'm gonna need Ohio State and D-Ward to stop acting like they had money left over. Okay, it's really cute. It really is. I love that you're like making your way to these lists, but let's not act like you didn't spend your whole school's or your whole team's budget damn near on Anthony Thompson. We all know it. Everyone knows it. Let's stop playing this game. Then you start looking at, does it come down to Purdue or Illinois? And also, moment of silence for that cute, like 2.5 days when Northwestern really thought they had a chance for Sinan. That was fun too, by the way. Miss you, J Money. But you look at the situations between Purdue and the situation at Illinois. Illinois right now is in a spot where I think they're going to get Big T back right next season. His brother is also going to be back.
I don't know about that.
They're going to be back. They're going to be back.
I don't know about that.
You
Even if they are back, I have thoughts.
okay? I think both those guys are back.
Where's
I do.
Daniel Jacobson going?
Huh?
Where's Daniel Jacobson going?
That doesn't matter.
So Daniel Jacobson doesn't matter, but the Avicic twins matter.
Big T for sure matters.
1 year of Big T versus 3 years of a 7 foot 4 guy that got there a year before you did.
If I saw these first two games, I'm thinking I can come in there and play.
Sure. And if I saw the first couple games of Illinois, I'd be like, Big T might never play for Illinois again. He's always sick or has tonsils or something's going on. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like Big T is
Yeah.
obviously amazing. Even if he's back for 1 year, cool. Sinan could play off the bench for 1 year. Then it's like wide open runway. I don't know if going to Purdue because it's the situation to play makes any sense here. Daniel Jacobson is not going anywhere. And maybe you're right. Maybe Sinan's better than Daniel Jacobson. But in terms of profile and pedigree, a sophomore, redshirt sophomore, 3rd year at Purdue, Daniel Jacobson would almost certainly be ahead of Sinan. Now, we've seen recruits not take that into consideration. I would point to your guy, your incoming point guard, Carlos Medlock, who is seemingly signing up for 2 years of waiting behind Jeremy Fears and doesn't seem to care. That's fine. If it's the right culture fit, I'm not going to knock it whatsoever. Sinan almost certainly would be a great cultural fit for Purdue for a million different reasons. But I just totally disagree with the idea that, like, if you look at the situations from a playing time perspective, it's Purdue. I don't think that's real at all. I think at Illinois, you'd be waiting 1 year max, and then it's wide open. You might not even be waiting 1 year because who the hell knows what Tom Avicii's plans are. Daniel Jacobson will be at Purdue for 3 more years.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, I don't know. I just think that I get the whole like Big T thing and like him saying that he's gone. I think that at the end of the day, he's going to use up all of his eligibility.
Okay.
So that's where I'm coming from with it. And frankly, I think that Juan could come in and take Jacobson's minutes right away, given what I've seen. Now he could improve. It is what it is. Also, Sinan also strikes me as the type of player that's not in a rush to go anywhere. So he probably, I don't, maybe this doesn't even matter in this conversation because he'll wait if he needs to. I don't think he's in necessarily a rush to get out of there. So I don't know. It's an interesting thing. When's the last time we had a Purdue Illinois recruiting battle?
Feel like there was
DGL?
who?
DGL?
DGL was one. Wasn't there like a week where we thought Illinois was in on Cannon Catchings?
That, yeah, a couple days.
Yeah. Feel like there was a couple others.
We missing like an obvious one?
I feel like most of the ones that have been a target for both haven't kept them both on the list long.
Yeah,
Like down to the final list, Purdue versus Illinois has not happened very much.
yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting though. And then obviously, like, still got to factor in like the Purdue big man 7 foot lore thing.
Yeah. I mean, I hear your point to just to devil's advocate myself here. I think your point is right. If Tomislav is back, the first year at Purdue or the first year in college, Sinan would play more at Purdue than Illinois. If it's just 1 year, am I going to beat Tom Avicic or am I going to beat Daniel Jacobson? There's a path to more immediate minutes at Purdue if that's the case. I just don't think it's a guarantee Tomislav's back because he's telling everyone that will listen that this is his final year at Illinois. And secondly, more importantly to me, it's more about the future years. Are you still waiting 2 more years after this for Daniel Jacobson or not? Now, to your point, Sinan is probably in the Daniel Jacobson talent bucket right now. I think he's a little more, maybe a lot more physical. I think he's physically ready. I think you saw the numbers he put up in the FIBA World Cup, 5 blocks a game. Like he
Yeah,
had 3 more blocks a game than the next best rim protector at the entire event. So I think you'd be getting one of the best rim protectors in the country immediately. And we can't, regardless of situation, like I don't think this is a kid that's making a decision based on playing time pretty
mhm.
clearly. I don't think that's anywhere on the list of his priorities. If it's just about like culture and becoming the best player I can be in the long term, however I get there, Purdue's the best choice for him in America, isn't it? With all they've done with every big man in the last 10 years.
Yeah. Also, if I'm seeing on, I'm paying attention to who's on KK Mega Basket this year.
Like, yeah, because Brad might just go right back.
Right. Like if I get to campus, I get immediately balkaned. Like I'm gonna be hurt,
Right. It's
and
funny.
that could happen.
It's funny. If he does choose Purdue, as rumored, what do you think that center spot battle looks like? It sounds like you're thinking he could beat out Daniel Jacobson.
I
Why?
I just think that from a physicality standpoint, I mean, he is a bigger body than Daniel Jacobson, and through 2 games this season, very early on, it has seen it has kind of been that like Daniel Jacobson can get pushed around a little bit. So, I think that the kind of the shift that Juan can produce at the center spot, he can kind of be in more like the what Oscar Clough is. Like he's a bigger body, and Daniel Jacobs is a little bit more like 7'4" lanky shot blocker, but a little bit physicality wise on the weaker side.
Okay. I think it would be a fun battle. I also think I lean strongly into Daniel Jacobson would beat out Sinan Huan for as long as they're on the same roster. I honestly don't think they're all that different. I think Sinan's probably just a little more built and a little more physical from the tape that I've seen, at least at the same age, definitely. But Jacobson has a 2 year head start. Jacobson's more skilled offensively. I think Sinan projects as a guy that could stretch the floor a little bit and shoot it, but they're honestly not all that different archetype wise, right? They're just like crazy elite rim protectors that aren't fully finished physical products that like want to step out and shoot a little bit. So having two of those guys would be an insane luxury for Purdue. I'd be pretty surprised. It would have to mean that Sinan's like incredible. if he comes in and is higher than Daniel Jacobson on the pecking order. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think it's certainly unlikely.
Right. But also like just like split wise, maybe. You know what I'm saying? How they split up those minutes. Even if Jacobson is the guy right away,
Yeah,
I think there could be minutes situationally for Sinan that maybe there wouldn't be at Illinois in the
could be
first year.
2020, right? Could be just a total your turn, my turn split. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
wouldn't hate that.
be a good pickup though, obviously.
I've seen light. I'm a big fan of timeshares at the five.
Are you?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it work, man. Mario Perez, love it. It's great. We got two starting centers. Why not do the same thing with Sinan and Daniel?
We have seen one whole ass game that counted for real of Mara Perez, and this is what I got to deal with.
It looks pretty good, man.
You are coming on here talking about timeshare at center. Who are you and what have you done with my friend?
Can I pitch a nickname on Sinan?
Yeah,
As Sinan TV.
I mean that's a lot better than what you've been coming with the past like probably months, so I'll allow it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
either that or Juan Martin.
or Juan of Juan.
Okay. I like mine better.
It
Crazy.
is better. It is better.
Do you give Illinois a real chance here as we're at the finish line?
I don't know. I don't to be honest, not really. Because I also feel like they might be in on somebody else a little. Like maybe they want what's his name, the Italian kid more.
Oh, Luigi Swigo.
Yeah,
Now, I think both sides would immediately sign the dotted line on a trade of that. Like you get
yeah.
Juan, we
Like
get Swigo.
you get him, I get Luigi. Just go about our separate ways.
And Michigan gets Marcus Moeller. And Michigan State gets Ethan Taylor. I think everybody's happy.
Yeah, everyone's who's Marcus Moeller?
The 7'7" German kid that Dusty signed like 6 months ago.
7'7"?
He's like a legit 7'3". He's huge.
Oh, he's a freak. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's the guy you watched the film of and said he's objectively terrible. And then he's like spitting out really good performances this week.
Ah, ah. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
right. Um, but no, I think either way, both schools' five spots are going to be fine. I didn't give Illinois a real shot at all until this final update. Like I just thought this was Purdue bound. We're just waiting for the announcement from all that I'd heard. And then I don't know. It seems a little ominous that Tipton's like, don't count out Illinois. Like
Yeah,
what does
that's
that mean? Does that mean Brad's got some tricks up his sleeves?
Brad always has tricks up his sleeve. Always. I just don't know what them tricks be.
Yeah. You know what it might come down to? Because
What?
more so than I think any other like head-to-head recruiting. Honestly, there's the same thing, same dynamic with Michigan, Michigan State. Like think of the in-state kids that have been like, oh, Michigan and Michigan State are on my list. And
Hmm.
you can follow those recruitments and be like, oh, that one's a Michigan State kid. Or
Hmm.
oh, he's a Michigan. Like it's the psyche, right? If you're a
Yeah.
dog, you go to Michigan State. If you're like, that's not for me, I don't want to get yelled at, you go to Michigan, right? Isn't there a similar split here for like you're a Purdue kid or you're an Illinois kid?
Yeah. What does it mean if you're an Illinois kid?
I mean, I have my definition. I'm kind of hoping you have the same and you want to say it.
No, what's the definition, Greg?
What's your definition?
Of
I
being an
mean, we
Illinois
we can
kid?
agree on what a Purdue kid is, right? A Purdue kid is like unselfish, development,
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah.
I want to go be a part of something greater than myself.
Culture.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Purdue. Those are Purdue kids.
Hmm.
What's Illinois? What does it mean to be an everyday guy to you?
First and foremost, a passport,
Sinan presumably has one of those.
weak immune system. They're always getting sick, man.
Can I can I say what I endearingly think like is the Illinois culture fit?
Yeah.
Again, we mean this positively.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Is he a dickhead or not? Seriously. Isn't that just what like does Sinan have like this like
Does he have shit to him?
does he have this edge to his personality or not? If he does, I think he goes to Illinois. And it's just like a fun loving, I'm kind of chaotic. Let's go. If not, then I think he's more on the straight and narrow, and I think he goes to Purdue.
So if you're lame, you go to Purdue. If you're
That is
not,
not what I said. Purdue players are not lame. There's some very cool Purdue players.
I know, but that's how people are going to take. I get what you're. No, to your point though, it is a little bit more like shit to them, kind of like honestly a pretty good way with the dickhead term.
Listen, Carson Edwards went to Purdue. I'm not saying you can't have shit to you and go to Purdue, but
Also, how do people talk about Carson Edwards?
what do you mean?
I feel like even Purdue fans themselves are like, God, he just shot the ball so much.
No, I think we don't know what Sinan's personality is. And you couldn't really pick two programs that are culturally more different right now, Purdue versus Illinois.
Hmm.
So it might truly just come down to like, what is this kid's DNA? Is he very unselfish sacrifice? He seems to be. That's why I think we think Purdue is the answer. But also maybe we just aren't familiar enough with his personality yet. Maybe he's kind of like privately like, yeah, I'm a pro. I'm a one and done. Like, give me rock. I'm a ball out. Like,
Yeah,
okay, then you go to Illinois.
yeah, makes sense to me.
I'd put it at 80% Purdue, unselfish program guy. I'd put it at 20%. I'm one and done. See me in the league, Illinois.
Uh, yeah, he'll enjoy Purdue.
And I'd put 0% Jake Diebler.
Negative two
But on the list, though,
on the list.